Hi guys, today I'm going to explain the question answers of the lesson नए इलाके में खुशबू रचते हैं हाथ. This is chapter number 15 of grade 9 textbook Sparsh. Let's start off with the question answers. निम्नलिखित प्रश्नों के उत्तर दीजिए. Give the answers to the following questions. निम्नलिखित means below given, प्रश्न means questions. नए बसते इलाके में कवि रास्ता क्यों भूल जाता है? Now, who's the कवि or poet of this poem? It is Arun Kamal. So the question is, first let me tell the meaning of the hard words or difficult words and then I'll explain the sentences. नए बसते इलाके में, नए means new, बसते means settlement, where people have started staying or who are staying. इलाका means area. भूल जाता है means forgets. In the newly settled area, why does the author forget his path or his way to his house? नए बसते इलाके में रोज रोज नए नए मकान बनते हैं. In the new settlement, every day new houses are coming up. Here children, makan means house. कवि के साथ ऐसा होता है कि वह अपना रास्ता ढूंढने के लिए पीपल के पेड़ को खोजता है, परंतु हर जगह मकानों के बनने के कारण उस पीपल के पेड़ को काट दिया गया है. पीपल का पेड़ मीन्स बैनियन ट्री. खोजता है मीन्स सर्चेस. काट दिया गया means has been cut down. Now the poet Arun Kamalji says that in order to reach his house, he always has kept a banyan tree as a landmark. So he always searches for that banyan tree in order to reach his house. But because so many houses are coming up every day, that banyan tree has been cut down. इससे आसपास का नजारा बदल जाता है और पुराने निशान गायब हो जाते हैं. Now, because of this, what happens, since every day new houses are coming up, definitely they require space, isn't it, children? Even you might have seen that when you go back to your home country or you go to some, a village where you've been staying for a long time, in case you have not visited, you will see that there are a lot of changes that have taken place. So, because of this, the poet says, आसपास का नजारा बदल जाता है. आसपास means the neighborhood or nearby places, surroundings. नजारा means its view. निशान means landmarks. गायब हो जाते हैं means they disappear. And because of this reason, the view of the surrounding or the neighborhood changes and all the old landmarks, they disappear. इसलिए कवि रास्ता भूल जाता है. And because of this reason, the poet forgets his way. Next. कविता में कौन कौन से पुराने निशानों का उल्लेख किया गया है? In the poem, what all old landmarks have been spoken about? Nishan means landmarks, Purane means old, Ullekh means it has been mentioned. So people का पेड़, ढहा हुआ मकान, लोहे का बिना रंग वाला गेट. People का पेड़ means banyan tree, ढहा हुआ मकान, that is a collapsed house, a house which is in a broken condition. लोहे का बिना रंग वाला gate, लोहा means iron, an iron gate which has not been colored, there's no painting on it. कवि एक घर पीछे या दो घर आगे क्यों चल देता है? Now, why does the poet walk either one house ahead or one house behind or two houses ahead? कवि हर दिन नए नए घर बन जाने से अपने घर को ढूंढ नहीं पाता है और इसलिए एक घर पीछे या दो घर आगे चल देता है. Now, because new houses are coming up every day, the poet is unable to find his house. That is the reason why he is either one house behind or he moves forward two houses ahead. One minute, children. Okay. Now, वसंत का गया पतझड़ और बैसाख का गया भादो को लौटा से क्या अभिप्राय है? Now, there are, as per the Hindu calendar, the entire year of 12 months has been divided into 6 seasons. So, out of those 6 seasons, the poet has mentioned 4 seasons here: Vasant, or the spring season; Patijhad, autumn season; Baisak, it is, it comes almost in the winter season; and Bhado, rainy season. So, what happens is, what the poet here, he has mentioned these seasons to tell that if you go somewhere in a particular season and you happen to come back in another season, what happens? So, after months, if you come back to your place, what happens? This is what the poet wants to tell here. वसंत का गया पतझड़ और बैसाख का गया भादो को लौटा से अभिप्राय महीनों बाद लौटने से है. महीनों बाद मीन्स returning after many months. It has been repeated here, the answer. Please delete that. कवि ने इस कविता में समय की कमी की ओर क्यों इशारा किया है? Now, in this poem, why has the author signaled or pointed towards the shortage of time? Ishara means signaled or pointed. समय की कमी means shortage of time. उत्तर, जल्दी से सही पता ना मिलने पर हो सकता है कि कवि की परेशानियां बढ़ जाए. In case he is not able to locate the address fast, maybe his troubles will increase. Here, children, sahi means right, pata means address, pareshaniya means troubles. इसलिए कवि ने इस कविता में समय की कमी की ओर इशारा किया है. That is why the poet has signaled towards the shortage of time in this poem. प्रश्न 6. इस कविता में कवि ने शहरों की किस विडंबना की ओर संकेत किया है? In this poem, the poet has pointed or spoken about what irony of the cities. There is some irony in the poem about cities. What is it? Vidambana here means irony. Ki or sanket kiya hai means he has indicated or signaled. इस कविता में कवि ने शहरों के लगातार बदलते स्वरूप की ओर संकेत किया है. In this poem, the poet has indicated the continuously changing form of the cities. Every other day, something or the new thing comes up. बदलते स्वरूप means changing form, looks. शहर में कुछ भी स्थायी नहीं होता. स्थायी means stable. In the city, nothing is stable. सब कुछ इतनी तेजी से बदलता है कि लोग हक्के बक्के रह जाते हैं और अपने घर का रास्ता भी भूल जाते हैं. Everything changes so fast that people are left dumbstruck or they are shocked and they even forget the way to their houses. Children, here hakka bakka reh jana is a muhavra, the meaning of which is to become dumbstruck. Or in Hindi, if you say आश्चर्य चकित रह जाना. So this you may get in your exam as a muhavra. यहाँ स्मृति का भरोसा नहीं, एक ही दिन में पुरानी पड़ जाती है दुनिया. Here you cannot trust memory, as within just one day the entire world changes. It doesn't really mean actually, children, that the entire world changes, but here he wants to emphasize the point that really there are big changes happening almost every day. Smriti means memory and bharosa means trust. एक ही दिन में सब कुछ इतना बदल जाता है कि एक दिन पहले की दुनिया पुरानी लगने लगती है. The poet says that there are so many changes that takes place just within one day that the world of yesterday looks old today. ऐसे में कोई पता ढूंढने के लिए याददाश्त पर भरोसा करने से कोई लाभ नहीं होता. In such a situation, in order to find out an address, if you depend upon your memory, there is no use, because just like in the poem, the banyan tree was not there. always used to have that banyan tree as a landmark to reach his house, but it was cut down because of new buildings and houses were being built. Here, pata means address, ढूंढने के लिए means to search, याददाश्त means memory, भरोसा trust. प्रश्न 2, locating your address easy. So समय बहुत कम है तुम्हारे पास means you're short of time. ढहा आ रहा means it's pouring, going to pour down. आकाश means आकाश और sky. शायद maybe पुकार ले कोई, someone might call out to you. पहचाना, known person. The answer is जल्दी से सही पता ना मिलने पर हो सकता है कि कवि की परेशानियां बढ़ जाए. Maybe in case he doesn't locate his address fast, his problems might increase or troubles might increase. हो सकता है उसे बिला वजह किसी होटल में किराए पर कमरा लेना पड़े. Maybe he will have to rent a room in a hotel और या प्लेटफॉर्म पर रात बितानी पड़े. Or maybe he'll have to spend his night on the platform. हो सकता है कि कवि के घर में कोई महत्वपूर्ण काम चल रहा हो. Maybe in the poet's house there might be some important work going on. महत्वपूर्ण means important. Children, here कवि it should be छोटी की मात्रा. ऐसे में यदि कोई परिचित देख ले और आवाज लगा दे तो कवि का काम आसान हो जाएगा. So in such a situation, if some known person sees him and calls out to him, then his locating the address would become easy. Parichit means known person. खुशबू रचते हैं हाथ. Now the question answers of that lesson. प्रश्न 1. खुशबू रचने वाले हाथ कैसी परिस्थितियों में तथा कहां-कहां रहते हैं? Now the hands which create fragrance, they stay in what conditions and where? Paristhitiya means conditions. Khushbu means fragrance. Rachne wale haath means those who create fragrance. खुशबू रचने वाले हाथ अर्थात अगरबत्ती बनाने वाले गरीब तबके के लोग होते हैं. Now those hands which create fragrance, which make the entire world smell so good, in the sense those hands which make agarbattis or incense sticks, they generally belong to the poor community. Garib tabka means to the poor category. ऐसे लोग तंग गलियों में, बदबूदार नाले के किनारे और कूड़े के ढेर के बीच रहते हैं. Now such people, they stay in narrow streets, and near smelly ravines and among piles of garbage. Here, Tang Galia means narrow street. Badbudar Nale means smelly ravines. Those small, ravines through which the dirty water of each and every house flows, which is not even covered. और कूड़े के ढेर means garbage, piles of garbage. बड़े शहरों की किसी भी झोपड़पट्टी में आपको ऐसा ही नजारा आसानी से देखने को मिलेगा. बड़ा शहर means big cities. झोपड़पट्टी means such settlements where you will find all huts. ऐसा नजारा means view. आसानी से means easily. So in those settlements where you have mostly huts in big cities, you will be very easily able to find such views. You will be very easy to see such things. कविता में कितने तरह के हाथों की चर्चा हुई है? In the poem, how many kinds of hands have been discussed? चर्चा हुई means discussed. हाथ means hands. Answer: अगरबत्ती बनाने वाले कारीगरों के हाथ तरह तरह के होते हैं. Those laborers who make incense sticks or agarbattis, their hands are of different kinds. Here कारीगर means laborers, workers. किसी के हाथों में उभरी हुई नसें होती हैं. You'll find certain hands with bulging nerves, which shows that they've been continuously working hard. उभरी हुई नसें means bulging nerves. किसी के हाथों के नाखून घिसे हुए होते हैं. नाखून means nails घिसा हुआ means worn out. Now, certain hands you'll find with worn out nails. कुछ बच्चे भी काम करते हैं जिनके हाथ पीपल के नए पत्तों की तरह कोमल होते हैं. Komal means soft. Now, some children also work in those factories where you make agarbattis. Their hands are as soft as new leaves of the banyan tree. कुछ कम उम्र की लड़कियां भी होती हैं जिनके हाथ जूही के फूल की डाल की तरह खुशबूदार होते हैं. Now some very young girls are also there and their hands are as fragrant as the jasmine flower and its branch. The branch which carries the jasmine flower, it smells like that. So their hands also smell like the jasmine flowers. Kam umr means of very young. Juhi ke phool ki dal. That is the branch. Dal means branch. Branch of the juhi flower. Jasmine flower. Khushbudar means fragrant. कुछ कारीगरों के हाथ गंदे, कटे पिटे और चोट के कारण फटे हुए भी होते हैं. Now, there are some laborers whose hands are gande means dirty, kate pite means all having lots of cuts in them, and there are hands which are torn because of injuries also. Gande means dirty, kate pite means which has cuts in them, and chot ke karan fate hue. Fate hue means torn, and chot ke karan means because of injuries.